Hey everyone, it's Granny. Get your favorite beverage and come on and sit at my table and let's chat some more about Suzanne Simpson. For those of you who don't know about this case, Suzanne um, is a mother of four who went missing from her home in around San Antonio, Texas. And the night before, or the night that she went missing, I believe it was October 6th, a neighbor observed her and her husband fighting. Husband was trying to restrain her, actually trying to physically hold her back. Um, and then the couple was seen leaving west from their home. And then a short time later, the husband was seen leaving in his truck and he was gone for about 2 hours. The husband has since been charged, and we're going to kind of reiterate this, but we're going to watch a video where Suzanne's sister is talking to a reporter. And she actually, without giving too much away, she believes she knows that her sister is gone. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so we can watch that video together. And here we go.
New at 6. It has been nearly 3 weeks since Suzanne Simpson was last seen alive. Friends and family remain desperate for answers as investigators continue to search for the Olmus Park realtor and mother of four. Speaking of family, tonight we are hearing from Suzanne's sister. She sat down with News 4 San Antonio's Marisa Mendoza and talked about keeping hope alive while accepting the unthinkable.
I would never expect ever for something like this to happen to our families, and it's just a lot of processing actually on a daily basis.
And the only sister of Suzanne Simpson is looking for closure. She says her family has no choice but to remain strong for Suzanne's four kids. They range in age from 5 to high school age. Teresa Clark says every day they miss their mom.
It would be nice if we could, write something beautiful about my sister and do a celebration of life for closure and, not have this question mark about where she is.
Her husband, Brad Simpson, reported her missing almost 3 weeks ago after their youngest child's school called him and said her mom had not picked her up. Brad Simpson was arrested a few days later on 2 charges of domestic violence based on a neighbor's testimony regarding what happened the night before Suzanne disappeared. Police have not directly connected Brad Simpson to the disappearance of his wife, but he remains in jail with a $3 million bond and a federal hold for a weapons violation. Teresa Clark is in shock. This is all happening in her family.
I have known Brad since we were children. We have family friends that are family friends. Brad and Suzanne met at UT, and they've been together for a really long time. And at the end of the day, I've always loved Brad. I've always loved my sister.
A sister that she hopes will be laid to rest with the dignity she deserves.
Everybody would like to have for love and respect for my sister, at the end of the day, for us to bring her physically home, because we know she's in heaven right now.
From the Northwest Side, Marisa Mendoza, News 4, San Antonio.
Oh, sorry, you guys. I didn't realize my mic was. So anyway, really, really sad. No one, no one knows where she is. And the family wants the body brought home so that they can have a celebration of life. I know she talked about closure, but I have seen in so many of these cases that we have followed, and that I have followed personally, that there really is no closure over the death of a loved one. If you've had anybody close to you pass away, It's very, very difficult, whether it's, whether it's a normal passing or whether it's something horrendous like this. And it, you know, there's not really a closure, but you do begin to move on. You have a peace, I think, that they're laid to rest, that they're not in pain anymore, because we know that she suffered domestic violence. Her husband, the night that she went missing, was abusive to her. And, having been a DV victim myself, um, it's very difficult to get out of. And it doesn't get better. It doesn't get better. It only gets worse if you stay in the relationship. And if there's anybody listening out there right now that is going through that, I want to encourage you to find a way out. Be very careful, but find a way. Find a way to get out and to get help. There are resources that can help. And if you need help, email me at granniescrimebusters.com or at gmail.com. I'm sorry, granniescrimebusters@gmail.com. And I will find the resources to help you. But please, if you are a DV victim in a relationship, I encourage you to get out. Getting back to this, though, she has 4 children who, want to know where their mother's remains are. I'm sure the little 5-year-old maybe doesn't quite understand that, but she has children who are older, and I can't even imagine what they're going through. And the husband needs to speak up. He needs to speak up. He's going to serve time anyway with the DV charges and the weapons charges. So he's going to serve time. He should just bring some solace and some knowledge to his children, if for no other reason, but for his children. So I really honor Suzanne's sister for speaking out. She talked about how much she loved both her sister and Brad. And so it's just heart-wrenching when somebody has been in your family for years, you love them, and then all of a sudden you're hearing about all this stuff, and what do you do and how do you feel and how do you cope? And until you have solid evidence, everything is just up in the air. So this entire family needs some answers. So join me in prayer for this, and let's hope and pray that, Brad will talk about where Suzanne is, that he will lead the authorities to her. And if for some reason it's not Brad, then, let whoever is responsible come forward and do the right thing. All right, we'll continue on as we learn more and more information in regards to the Suzanne Simpson case. I want to keep her name out there because I think it's important that her family and her children get answers. So, share her face, do whatever you can. And we will talk to you guys on the next one. Thank you so much. I appreciate everybody.